Hello and welcome to another update video. In this video I want to talk about Cosmos Atom, and it is a request of one of my channel members. As I did say before, if you're a channel member, I can deal with these requests on a priority basis, and I'm happy to do so. So we are talking about Atom, and it's also interesting because, to be honest, I didn't never look really at Cosmos Atom before, but I think it's building up a very interesting structure that is really due for a breakout. And this chart picture or the structure reminds me of some of the other cryptos we've addressed on this channel. For example, I think Tezos broke out of a very similar structure, and we're just going to take a look at what might happen and where we are at the moment on this chart. So we are currently, we made a high here on the 19th of September. We made a high of $44.8 US. And what we can see that Atom didn't really suffer from the correction that many of the other cryptos are currently dealing with, right? So where we currently are is here that we are able to draw an ascending trend line here, a very well-defined one. So we are in this uptrend, actually trading above the 50-day moving average, trading above the 200-day moving average, and sort of trading around the 20-day moving average. So the price action doesn't really respect the 20-day moving average at the moment, but the 50 certainly, and the 200 of course as well. We are also seeing we had a golden cross here, which is a very important long-term trend indicator above on the 10th of September. We've made that, and very importantly, we are also in the bullish range here on the RSI. Making here still, maybe trying to break through the 50 line to the downside, but we bounced off. So we're still in the bullish range here on the RSI. MACD line made a bearish cross here a week ago, but we are still below the zero line, and we might be due for a trend reversal here to the upside actually, because we were on our way down, but it looks like we're getting horizontal now and potentially will move up. So might be seeing a bullish cross here in the next few days. Also here on the ADX, the trend indicator, we can see that we are in a range market now. We are below the 20 line, which indicates a range market. So we are not in an uptrend anymore based on the ADX. But why is that the case? Always take a look at the bigger picture. I think that's the case because we are trading towards the apex of a triangle, which is again a trend continuation pattern. And to be honest, I can't remember which crypto it was, but we saw something very similar, and it broke to the upside out of that structure. And that is a lot of potential here because the price is really getting squeezed into this apex. We're making higher lows. Yes, we make lower highs, but we are in an uptrend, and we're making here a trend continuation pattern with this triangle. It's a symmetrical triangle. It's a trend continuation pattern, more likely to break to the upside, because what essentially it is, you come from a very strong uptrend, which was even gaining in momentum, and then you just have this period of consolidation, which is just normal, but you're still making higher lows, and at some point then you will continue that move to the upside. At least that's likely. Again, it's not guaranteed to happen. Nothing is guaranteed in financial markets anyway. Always prepare for both scenarios, but it gives you the heads up that here something is happening. So even though, on the surface it doesn't look like much has happened in the last few days, actually we are trading towards the apex, and I was getting quite excited when I saw this chart. And I'm going to show you something else here on the shorter term time frame, which is very, very interesting. So looking at the 1 hour chart here, we can actually see a cup and handle forming. So let me just make that a little bit larger. We can see on the smaller scale here that we have a or at least a cup, and potentially we are going to form the handle here coming down, similar again to what we saw on the Coty chart, a little bit on a smaller scale here. But you've got the cup formation here, you've got a horizontal support line, resistance line here at 41.7, $42, yeah. So if we just assume that we continue maybe to trade within this triangle, maybe we come down here to that ascending trend line, from then we might break to the upside. That would give us a nice target. So let's just say we are going to see that triangle forming. Let's just take the depth of that cup and then see where we could be heading in terms of price target. If that structure breaks, let's assume two scenarios. We could break here. Let's just say, yeah, maybe we break that triangle here because we're trading just against this ascending trend line. That could then take us to around $48. But if we come down once more to that trend line and break up from here, you know, I think we could get at least to that resistance line up here, which is the former high which we made earlier this year. That could take us to the $45 or 44.8, which is exactly what we actually made here before, where we had a lot of support before, a lot of resistance before. So that is a very, very important level. And so there you go. So a very nice, but it certainly indicates that we are potentially due in for a breakout to the upside, you know, with that triangle and then that potential cup and handle, which might be forming here. So very interesting structures occurring here. And, you know, we certainly would be, if we break to the upside, we'll certainly get to the $45. That's my view. It's a very interesting formation that is currently forming here. And, you know, we had a few cryptos breaking out of that structure. So if we say, all right, we take that triangle just on a larger scale here, we've got that triangle, and take a look at from when that triangle started. And again, take a look at the breakout potential price targets from the triangle, which would be coinciding actually with that cup and handle. So it's a little bit overlapping, a bit hard to say what will actually play out, you know, in terms of price targets. But if we say, you know, that triangle is breaking out, we have a price target from the triangle, we take it to the apex here, that height of that triangle. Based on that, we could actually get to $55, $56 to the upside, or to the downside, we could actually go down to $19, $20. And that would work very well together with that low that we had down here, that swing low down here, which is at a similar level, $19. So I think in the extreme, we could actually come down to that level if that triangle breaks to the downside. I don't hope it will. It all looks like we are still in an uptrend and we continue to trade up and potentially be in for a push to the upside. So yeah, be ready, guys, if you want to enter the market. Personally, you know, I would wait until we see the breakout, because you don't know which way it will go. But if we see a breakout to the upside out of that triangle formation and potentially a retest, that could be some nice profits. And again, that is no financial advice or any recommendation. It's just what we see in the charts. And these opportunities, you know, they seem to happen all the time in the crypto market, but you just need to be able to spot them and get in early. So if we break above that, certainly, to be on the safe side, certainly I would want to wait until we break that $41 here, or even 42, which is that neckline of the cup shape, right? If we break that, I think we could really see us going to the 44.8. And from then on, if we break that, there's certainly some resistance to be expected there. If we break that, then we could really go much, much higher. All right, so hopefully you liked that update, only a brief one, but hopefully you liked it. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.